Today is day number 2 of the epic dating challenge to attract the one in 2024. I am Natalia Heart. I am a women's only dating and relationship coach, and I have been helping women all over the world to create the relationship they want. So yesterday was day number 1 of the epic dating challenge, and today is day number 2. I am waiting a little bit to see if when somebody shows up, and it takes a little while for things to get going. So yeah, let's wait. I have Facebook there. That's why you see me looking on that way. I do everything for my business. I do absolutely everything. I don't have anybody helping me with anything. So that's why it gets a little bit more complicated sometimes, because I don't have an assistant helping me with the different things that a lot of other coaches have. But I am doing everything today. So I'm going to wait a few more minutes, and if nobody shows up, I am going to get going so you can get the recording and you can take advantage of this amazing, amazing class. When I was going through my own dating journey, I don't know, almost 20 years ago, there was nothing like this. Nothing. There were no coaches, no podcast, no free trainings. There was the internet was something new. And of course, there weren't smartphones. So it was such a different experience. I wish I had somebody like me doing this. I can't believe nowadays women are not taking advantage of this. It just makes me wonder why. I had to figure it out all on my own. I had Barnes and Noble to buy books and the public library, and that was it. That was it. So it was a lot of trial and error, and going on 200 first dates in 2 years. And so I know that dating can be very difficult. I have done it. I have been there. So I have been there, but it doesn't have to be painful. You see, we can choose to suffer through it, or we can choose to have a good time. And that is why I created this challenge, this dating challenge. So to give you an opportunity to have the tools and the skills and the knowledge, the right knowledge, to make it easier for you. Okay, so I am going to start a little bit. I see that there is somebody on the group, on the Facebook group. Hey, hello. And oh my God, I had balloons going on. So, well, I am going to start. So I am going to address first the what we did yesterday. Yesterday, we got together and we created a beautiful, beautiful anchoring meditation that you can do every day. You can practice it every day if you have, like a couple of minutes. And that meditation will put you in the right inner space. So you can start cultivating faith and confidence and all the super, super necessary inner resources that will help you to, to go through this dating journey in such and such and such much more easier way. Okay, so we did that, and we also, what else we did? Well, we created your epic love anthem. So we created your vision, your North Star, who you are choosing to be, who you are committing to be in this journey. We created your experience in dating, And that is something that you also have to read every day because it creates new neural pathways in your brain. So that gets imprinted in your brain. So you don't have to keep repeating it forever. There is going to be a point where your old beliefs are going to be replaced by these new, more empowering, positive, moving forward beliefs. So I sent you an email with all these resources. I hope you got it. I also sent you an email with the replay. And yes, so today is day number 2. And today we are going to be talking about the logistics, like dating apps, and how I'm going to guide you, giving you the guidelines of how to create a dating profile that really, really magnetizes what is right for you. Because what is right for you is not right for another person. I truly believe that there is somebody for everybody, and that the only way to attract it, to magnetize it, is to put it out there and take inspired action. So that's what we are going to do today. We are going to commit. If you are not on a dating app yet, we are going to commit into choosing a dating app and getting an account. And we are also going to create an online dating app with my very special things that makes it irresistible to the right man for you. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about dating apps. And I know that most women, I would say 99% of the women, hate dating apps. Nobody likes them. Everybody hates them. And with validity, I mean, there are a lot of reasons why dating apps can be very sucky. Oh, we have Autumn coming in. So we are welcoming Autumn. And well, hello, sweetie pie.
Hi.
So good to have you here.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. The link for the day 2, it said that that you have another meeting in progress. So I
Oh
went to
my
the day
goodness.
1 link.
Oh my goodness. I am not sure why. That's why there is nobody showing up, probably.
Probably,
I
yeah.
need to figure it out. Yesterday, the same thing happened. I don't know what's going on with those links. But anyway, I'm going to share the replay, and I don't know. I need to figure it out. I was saying that I do everything. I don't have an assistant. So I really don't know what's going on with that link. It's supposed to work, but anyway. So.
Yeah.
Oh, that got me off track because I feel so bad about it, but I get to let it go. I get to let it go. Let it go, let it go, let it go. So you're here,
Yeah, well, hopefully. Oh, go ahead.
and we are going to keep going with this.
Okay.
There is pretty much nothing I can do right now. So
Right.
I just gave a recap from yesterday, what we went through yesterday, and today, and I gave an introduction to what's going to be happening today. So today, Autumn, we are going to focus on your dating profile, your dating app profile. And I am not sure if you are on a dating app or not yet, but if you are not, we are going to be talking a little bit about it. So that's what that's the challenge for today.
Okay.
So I was talking about how nobody likes dating apps. It's just the reality of it. I haven't met any woman that says, "Oh my God, I love dating apps. I love going to." So I think it's important to name it and put it on the table, just to not, it's the elephant in the room. But I am asking you to put that aside and consider all the good things that dating apps have. there are so many good things that sometimes when we get so frustrated and so angry with what's going on with the dating apps, that we forget how blessed we are with living in 2024 and having access to this amazing tool. Number one, what I think is really important, is to address the fact that if we are a woman that has access to a smartphone and to a dating app, we are part of the small amount of women that have access to that. If we go all over the world, around all the different countries, there are a lot more women that don't have access to this. They don't have access to internet. They don't have a choice. They don't have this choice that we have to be able to meet as many men as we really want in the privacy of our home, wearing our pajamas, with our pets, our dog, our cat on our lap, not wearing makeup, and having a chance to pick from a huge, huge funnel of men that are there trying to meet women. So I think it's important to not forget about that we are lucky. We are lucky. Not everybody has access to this. And and the other good thing about a dating app is that we have, like I said, we have access to a big, big funnel of men. And it's up to us to be really smart and wise in the way we create our dating app, so we can weed out all the guys that are not our match. Because yes, there is a big funnel of a lot of guys, but actually the guys that we like and we want to, have the opportunity to create something are very far and few in within. So that is something. And the other thing that I talked before you joined me is the fact that when I was doing this almost 20 years ago, the internet was something completely new. There weren't these free dating challenges to guide me. There weren't coaches. There weren't podcasts. YouTube didn't exist. I mean, it was literally me going to Barnes and Noble or the public library, getting me books on, there weren't even books on relationships. It was, like whatever I could get. So this is something that I think it's so, so important to acknowledge as well, how much support we have, and that we don't have to do it alone. If we are doing it alone, it's really our choice. There is no reason. There are so many women like me, like my colleagues, that are putting out there so much free support and knowledge that really we are in a very, very good spot right now. If we are going to do this online dating, 2024 is really the best year in the entire timeline to do it. So I think that is something good, and that sometimes we forget and we take it for granted. And so anyway, so there are two ways to meet guys. One is through the dating apps, and the other way is organically. I particularly believe that, and by organically, I mean in real life. I particularly believe that dating apps, it's so much more easy. It sounds like horrible on the big scheme of things, but if we think it truly, I don't want to go out every single day to meet men in real life. I don't want to. I don't want to put makeup every day. I don't want to have to be out there for 2 hours. I don't want to have to drive. You see? So it's really so much more easy. And the sooner we make friends with that idea, the better it's going to be for us. Now, I am not saying that relying on dating apps is the only way, because it's not. What I am saying in my experience is that when we do create a great dating profile and we start actively taking action and answering messages and talking on the phone and meeting guys, it's like our signal, our energy, our whole being is saying, I'm open, I'm ready. It's just, we are just giving out this signal to men everywhere. It's like, God, universe, I'm doing it, just put me in the right places, tell me what to do, just tell me where to go, tell me where to, who to talk to, and the right guy will show up if we do that. That's my belief. That was my experience personally. And I will say nowadays, my clients meet the guy online. It's rarely when they meet him in person. But when they go to places, they do attract guys. They go to like their work, for example. I have this client telling me, I go to work every day and I never, ever, ever notice any guy around me. Now that I am doing the work with you, she was saying, I go to work. She works for the government in a big building. She was saying, I go to work and men open the door for me when I get to the building. It's true. That's what she was sharing to me. Or she told me a story that I thought it was weird, but she found it interesting. She said that there was a guy came to her, followed her when she was leaving the building and told her that he has been seeing her for a while and he was curious about her. And I was like, oh, that sounds like stalking. But anyway, her energy was so, open that she started to get coffee on her office. Guys were saying, hey, you want coffee? Look, I brought you coffee. And she ended up meeting the guy online on, I think, Hinge. She was using Hinge. But her whole perception, her whole experience of men and how men were treating her transformed just by doing the inner work and putting herself on a dating app. So I think that it's a very, very good example of how when we, like Wayne Dyer says it, and he has a book that I love, and he says the book is called The Power of Intention. And what he says in that book is that when we change the way we see things, he says the world, when we change the way we see the world, in this case, dating, the world changes. So when we change the way we see dating, the dating experience changes. And, I want you to practice this. I don't want you to just block me and say, no, you're crazy, Natalia. I want you to practice and see how you are going to start to see how guys act differently around you. And I want you to tell me, I want to hear from you. So let's talk a little bit about dating apps. I have a belief regarding this. Of course, I'm a dating coach, so I have a lot of beliefs and things that I think work and that I have seen working and things that I have seen that they don't work as well. I believe that when we get on a dating app and we pay for the membership, we get access to a different quality of guys. I super, super recommend you to get and invest a little bit of money. I think it's $29 a month, and get on a paying dating app. It's not going to be forever. It's going to be just for a few months. That's another thing that I wanted to share, is that I know it's hard, but what I am asking you and encouraging you to do is to do the hard thing now, so we don't have to keep doing the hard thing forever. And by that, I mean, we don't have to keep dating low quality men and being lonely forever. We commit for this period of time. We step with our whole heart. We invest a little amount of money. I think it's the equivalent of The other day, I got me a white chocolate mocha, a grande white chocolate mocha at Starbucks. It cost me almost $9. I couldn't believe it. So it's the equivalent of 3 Starbucks and a half a month. And get on a paid dating app, not on the free version, because when a man invests money, he is investing of himself. It's totally different than women. Women, we don't see it as much like that. That's why it's also important, and I get off topic, but that when we go on a date, we let the man pay. It's because when he is investing some money, he's putting a little bit more of himself in it than a guy that is not doing that. So I highly encourage you to do that. You will get higher quality men just by doing that. So the dating apps that I recommend are Match.com, Hinge, and those two are my favorites. Hinge is better for the younger crowd. Match.com is better for the crowd that is 40 and above. And it's up to you which one you want to get on, but those are the two that I recommend. I also recommend eHarmony. I really liked eHarmony. That's the one I used personally when I started dating. And the reason why, when I will share my experience, so maybe you can get something out of it. I got eHarmony and I got Match.com at the same time. On Match.com, again, this is almost 20 years ago, when if now it feels weird to be on a dating app, almost 20 years ago, it was only the nerds and the real weird people that were getting on. I mean, it wasn't even on the phone, it was on the computer, okay? It was really not normal. It wasn't something that you were sharing with other people. So I got on eHarmony and I got on Match.com. And the reason why I closed my Match.com account after a week, it's because, again, back in the day, now I will do Match, but the Natalia that was in her early 30s, back in the day, I didn't feel comfortable with any men looking at my profile. Match.com, any man could see my profile without my consent, without any professional person moderating the situation. So I felt a little bit like I was on a meat market and I was hanging there and all these guys that I didn't have any control over were looking at me. It creeped me out. So I took myself out of Match.com and I was paying $60 a month for eHarmony. And why I like eHarmony? Number one, because they put you through a test that it's a very lengthy test. It took me like an hour to go through that test. So any man that spends an hour going through a psychological test and an emotional test to get on the app, I immediately knew that he was more invested. Number two, it was $60 a month, which was, again, the same thing that the same reason I am advising you to get on a dating app that is paid. If a man is going through a test and then paying $60 a month, that's a man that has serious intentions. And number three is because eHarmony was matching me behind the scenes. So no man could just see my profile. eHarmony was doing the work and they were sending my profile to a man that they were sending me the profile at the same time. They were matching me. So I wasn't just hanging out there. It was behind the scene and it felt really safe for me. So that's why I did eHarmony during the whole length of my 200 first dates during 2 years. And I believe that's the reason why I had amazing experiences. I really didn't meet any guy that I didn't enjoy for some reason to meet him. Of course, it didn't work with any of them, but my intention was to meet them, to get to know them, to gather information, and because I didn't have coaches or books or podcasts, like I said, it was my own therapy and my own way to know what I liked and what I didn't like. Okay. So that is my advice regarding to dating apps. Pick whatever you want, but I highly recommend you a paying dating app. Now, now we are going to talk about how to create a dating profile that really, really attracts a great guy for you. And here we are going to talk about being controversial. And I know that word has a very bad rep. And we, as women or as people, some of us really don't like controversy. We actually avoid that a lot. But the reason why I am encouraging you to be controversial, it's because in order for you to be really, really authentic, you are going to be controversial. There is no other way around. In other words, for you to be really authentic and express yourself, put a picture of yourself out there that really reflects who you are going to turn some people off. There is no other way. If we create a dating profile that is attractive to absolutely everybody, we are not being authentic. Okay? So for example, I'll give you an example of me. If I had to create a profile right now, I will write down that to me, it's really important to get up at 4 a.m. to get my run in at 5:30 a.m. in the morning. That's going to turn off a ton of guys. It's very controversial. Most people will consider me insane. But what do I want? Do I want to attract a guy? Do I want to give up my well-being? What makes me happy? What really, really makes my heart sing? What keeps me sane? Because of a guy? No way. Giving up our well-being for the love of a guy is a recipe for resentment towards the guy and towards what we are giving up to get the relationship. So that's what I mean when I am talking about being controversial. We have to be authentic. And to be authentic, we have to have clarity and we have to know ourselves. So 100% of the women that I work with, they want a long-term committed relationship. I do not work with women that want a fling. I am not a pickup artist. I don't coach women to be pickup artists. Not because I can't, I could. I'm very good at it, but it's not where my heart is in. I believe in long-term committed relationships. I believe in the value of it. I believe that we as women, we really, really blossom when we have a place, a home to come back with a guy that adores us, that supports us, that really believes in us and is excited about seeing us. I believe that when we have that place to go back after a full day of working, and making it in the masculine world is where we really, really blossom. So I encourage you to put in that profile that that's what you're looking for. If you're looking for a long-term committed relationship, that's what you are going to put. Now, there is a way to put it that will make it sound fun and playful. So the first step is being controversial, AKA being truly authentic. If you are a cat lover, put on your profile that you love cats. Your non-negotiables have to be there. If you are somebody that is a vegan, and you are vegan because you adore animals and you do not want to share your life with a man that is a steak eater because it's going to crush your heart every day, put it on your profile. You are going to eliminate all the guys that are steak eaters. So the first step is that one. The second step is communicating that in a way that is playful, in a way that is inviting, because I want you to see your dating profile as an invitation to love. If you are organizing a party, if you are organizing a birthday party for yourself or for somebody that you love, you are going to write down that invitation in a way that is inviting. You are not going to write down an invitation, come to my birthday party now. If you don't shower, you better shower, okay? Don't come here stinky. And, don't come here, don't come here hungry and you'll eat all my food. And, I'm only going to give you a drink. Don't expect to get drunk. You don't write the invitation like that. You said, come, I am so excited about celebrating Sarah's birthday. We are going to celebrate her. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be fun. We are going to have snacks. We are going to have games. It's going to be entertaining. You're going to have the time of your life. So it's the same thing with your dating profile. I wanted to really, really tap into being playful and being inviting and making it an invitation to love. So rather than saying, I run, using me again as an example, I like to run, I want you to think, to really get creative. Women, the feminine energy is the creative energy. We are the creators. So tap into that and write down something like, running every day makes me feel joyful. So you are saying, I like to run, but you are saying it in a way that he's like, oh my God, she feels joyful when she runs. I want to be with a woman that feels joyful. You see, if you want to be with a man, if you want to get married and create legacy and create a beautiful sacred contract with a man, could be marriage, could be a forever partnership, in whichever way, looks good to you, rather than saying, I don't know, you, all the creepos that are looking for a fling, stay out of me, stay out of my profile. I don't want you here. Move on. You can say, I know you wouldn't say that, but it's like kind of trying to be funny here, a little bit dramatic to make a point. So you can say something like, I feel so excited now to meet you at this moment when you finally decided to create a long-term relationship with a woman. You see, you're saying the same thing. A guy that is looking for a hookup, if he is in his right mind, he's not gonna contact you because he knows you are not gonna feel excited if he wants a hookup. You are gonna feel excited with a man that wants to create a sacred contract with a woman. So that is the way that I want you to see your profile. You see, like you rather than saying, I love to have breakfast with I like to have breakfast with my partner. You could say something like, getting up and having breakfast with my partner. Oh my God, it doesn't get any better than that. I love that. Inviting him. It has to be an invitation to love. We are talking to a human being. You are talking to your avatar. Get rid of all the negative beliefs. We did that yesterday. We put you in a right place through the meditation and through your anthem, your epic love anthem. So talk to that guy, talk to your future husband in a loving way with feeling words. Invite him to an experience. That's how guys will. This is a lot like marketing. If I want to sell a fast car, if I don't know, if I am the owner of Tesla and I want to create a marketing campaign to sell Tesla, I will think first, who is my ideal client? What kind of people will want to buy a Tesla car with these characteristics? And how will I sell it to him? You wouldn't sell a Tesla car to somebody that is into Ferraris because it's a completely different kind of guy. So it's the same with your profile. I want you to see it as a marketing thing. You are talking to your future sacred partner, and you are expressing the things that authentically make you you. And that's what you are going to put there, okay? So that is how to create your profile. It's an invitation to love. And there is a guy, I would say a few guys, that will be perfect for you. I watch, the movie, The Hinge, I think it's called, Hinge, with Will Smith. He's a date doctor. I don't know if you have watched that movie, but he's like me. I think it's called Hinge, something like that. He's a dating coach, and he gets Paul Blair. What's his name? The King of Queens. It's a comedian.
Oh, Kevin James.
Kevin James. I adore Kevin James. So Kevin James hired Will Smith to be his dating coach, and he's a nerd. He has no game. I mean, it's Kevin James at its best. Paul Blair and the mall cop. So Will Smith is helping him too. And his methods are completely, we could get into that another time, but what I wanted to say is a mistake that Will Smith makes. He gets with Kevin James and say, okay, let's dance. He's trying to gain the favor of this girl that he's in love with, and she's beautiful, and it's a model, and it's gorgeous girl, completely out of his game, you could say. So Will Smith said, okay, so you're going to go to a party with her, let's dance. So he plays music, and Kevin James is like, oh, I know how to dance, I know. And he starts doing the Q-tip, and the lawnmower, whatever, all the nerdiest, moves ever, one after the other. And that's his dancing. That's how he expresses it. And Will Smith is like, no, don't do that ever again. And he teaches him how to dance like a cool guy, And that's where Will Smith makes a mistake. But so Kevin James go to the party with a beautiful girl, and there is a time when they have to dance, and they're dancing, and he's like, and she's a nerdy dancer. She starts dancing like with the Q-tip, but still he follows the coaching, and when she turns around, he dances like crazy, and then when she's looking back at him, he goes back to. And there is somebody there that is taking pictures, and then they show her the picture anyway, and that ends up being something that, because she figures it out through the pictures that he's a nerdy dancer, that's something that they have in common. It wasn't something to hide. And I think it's such a great example of how our quirkiness, our special things, are the things that are going to make him fall in love. It's not our brain, it's not our big boobs. That's superficial. That's gonna get us a few dates. What is gonna get us a guy to adore us is those everyday things that we love, that makes us come alive, where we are fully expressed. So I want you to find that, and I want you to put it in the profile, because that's what's gonna make you really, really attract the right guy for you. So then the third step will be pictures, and pictures, probably this, I feel like this subject is so overthought and so overanalyzed, and I really, you probably know this, but I'm going to repeat it. So you should have between 3 and 6 pictures. Of course, good lighting. One picture should be, I don't really agree too much on the, how you call this, on the, oh my God, it's going out of the selfie.
Headshot?
The headshot. I mean, you could have, I don't like headshots. I think it's better to have a picture that shows your body, from the knees up,
Mm-hmm.
a close up from the knees up, another picture of your whole body with, if you are into going out to the theater or something like that, just a picture of you with a nice dress, like going to the theater, going to something like that, a special event. And then a third picture also of your whole body doing something that you love. Could be dancing, could be, skiing, could be running, could be lifting weights, whatever. So about, one picture that shows your face really good, one picture that shows your whole body going out, and one picture that shows your whole body doing your hobby. And that should be enough, in my opinion. But you can add more if you want. Now, what not to do is, all the experts are agreeing right now on no pictures, and this has changed. Back in the day, it used to be different, but right now everybody's agreeing with no pictures with friends, just pictures of you, just you and yourself and you, and that's it. So that is the challenge for today. So the challenge for today is, if you don't have a dating app, get one. Invest on a paying dating app. You are going to have a dramatically better experience, believe me on this, and create a dating profile that is playful, that is an invitation to love, and that is generous on your sharing, but at the same time brief enough that is not like too long, because our attention span nowadays is very
Right.
so
Yeah.
those are the three, the two pretty much, and the pictures, and get good pictures that are current. Something that some of my clients have done that I don't like, and I tell them to take out of their profile, is they take pictures of a picture. Don't do that. I'd rather you having, it looks creepy, it looks like from the 40s, I don't know, it looks like it doesn't give a good vibe. So don't do that. I'd rather you having 3 pictures only, but 3 very, very high quality pictures, okay? Do you have any questions?
So what if I took a picture of me and a family member where you could definitely tell it was me? No, just pictures of me.
What is your intention behind that?
Oh, just the fact that I don't have a lot of pics.
Okay.
Like, I always take a picture when mom and I go out, when we go out for special occasions, we take a picture, do a selfie, that kind of thing.
You could put it. It's just not, if it's a selfie like that, it's really not showing your best angle.
Okay.
So I would, you are looking for your true love, for your forever partner here.
Right.
It's something that you're going to do for a certain amount of time, and then you'll never have to do it again. Unless, God forbid, he dies, and then we have to find another one. But, it's something that if you do it right, as I am telling you, you're going to meet him really fast. So
Awesome.
I think it's worth to put the effort and get a tripod. $20
Yeah.
tripod on Amazon.com if you don't have any. And just, go to a park and get on a good light and put the tripod on top of a table and take a ton of pictures of yourself. Put the timer on your phone and take tons of pictures. And I'm sure sometimes I take 200 pictures of myself to get one good picture.
Yeah.
So make an effort. Invest in yourself.
Okay.
It all comes from the place of, I am making an effort. I am investing my time and my energy on this to create, to find my true love. So I will attract a man that is putting the same effort and the same energy on this to find the true love. We reap what we sow. So if we don't take it, if we don't invest on it, and the more you invest on it, the more you are going to get what you want faster. That's why there is a difference between the people that get in on these free events and the people that hire me or hire other coaches. Because when you invest on something, when you invest your time, when you invest your energy, when you invest your money, you really take it seriously. It's really, really, you are invested. You are in it. And that's what will yield the most results. So you are looking for true love. You are looking for a great guy to share your life with. It's going to take you maybe an hour of your time to get ready, to get your hair done, to put some makeup on, to grab your phone and a little tripod and go to a park or a wall in your house, not in the bathroom, but find a wall, like the wall behind me, like the wall behind you, and snap a few pictures of you and pick the one that you look your best. Make sure it has good lighting. You can, nowadays with our phones, we have better cameras than 10 years ago a professional photographer will have. And upload that picture. Pour your love in it. Pour your intention in it. And that love, that intention, that care is going to come back to you. I promise you.
Oh, I love that.
As I said, I know I'm asking a lot. That's why the name of this thing is challenge, and I didn't call it a workshop or a seminar. I do call some other of my programs seminars, workshops, blueprints, whatever. There are different words that I could have chosen. And I did choose consciously the word challenge because it is going to challenge you to be out of your comfort zone. But with all my love, being in your comfort zone got you here. To get you there, you'll have to take a few steps that most women won't do. The truth of the matter is that most women don't even show up to this. So you have so much more in your advantage for showing up and putting yourself out there, because 9 out of 10 women won't do it. They're waiting. They are what I call in the shadow side of the feminine energy, which is waiting. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen. No, it's not.
Right.
You want to, if you have a business and you want your business to work, to grow and be successful, you have to put intention and inspire action on it. If you want to lose 30 pounds, it's not going to happen when it's supposed to happen. It's going to happen when we change our lifestyle. It's the same with relationships and with our love life. So you are very unique. You are. Did you know that only the 10% of the relationships are the good, juicy ones?
Only
That-
10%?
Those
Wow.
are the statistics. 50% of first marriages will end up in divorce. And it goes higher with second marriages, and it goes even higher with third marriages. So you are very unique. You are committed to this. And I know it's a challenge, but I know you are smart, and you know that we can do a hard thing for a couple of months to stop doing the hard thing. But not doing the hard thing now will have us keeping on, doing the hard thing forever. And that's our choice. It's not right or wrong. It's just the kind of life we want to live, the kind of, what we really want. So I highly encourage you to put a little bit of effort, get on your phone, make sure you clean the lens, you clean the lens. You could even wear pajamas on the lower part, but just put it on a good take a good picture where you are smiling, where you are happy, and that's going to yield you a lot of results. It's going to make you, if you follow these guidelines, your dating profile is really going to stand out. It's really going to stand out, and it's going to, to get you what you want a lot faster. Did I answer your question?
Yeah, very much, very much. Yeah. I do have one full body photo. It's like I'm showing off my tattoo on my left thigh.
Okay.
And I'm wearing a skirt, and I kind of pull up the skirt. That's not revealing too much, right?
Send it to me.
Okay.
Send it to me. I'll take
All
a
right.
look. I'll take a
I'll
look.
send it to you.
It's I don't know. I'm not a Puritan, I believe that you can, if that's the way you dress up, that's the way you dress. I wear crop tops. And I am making it a point, being honest, that I'm going to be 70 years old wearing crop tops. As long as I have a flat stomach and I can pull it off, that's going to be me.
Right.
I can define what being on your 50s, on your 60s and 70s look like. I'm making a conscious decision on that. Part of who I am. So if I were to, a lot of the clothing I wear are crop tops, but that's who I am. And that's what I am committed to. I am committed to defy what being on your 50s, 60s, and 70s look like. So if wearing a mini skirt is who you are, and that's the way you dress, and that's the way you feel feminine, you feel comfortable, you feel sexy, by any means. By any means.
Okay.
Post it. It has a lot to do, with the intention.
Right.
I do believe in that. What is your intention? Is that authentically reflecting who I am? Yes, by any means. If you are a swimmer and you have a great picture of you on your bathing suit at the pool, because post it. You are a swimmer. Post it. Now, if you are posting a picture of yourself with a bikini because you think that's going to give you an advantage on attracting more guys, that may beat you on the butt. May or may not. It's a risk. You are taking a risk.
Mm-hmm.
You'll have to, when you get to know the guys, you are gonna have to, put them through an extra test. Because
Mm-hmm.
you may attract guys that are only contacting you because you have a killer body. But I don't know, I am very flexible on that. If that reflects who you are, by any means.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So I don't know if that answered your question.
No, it did. It did. Because I mean, my tattoos, they reflect who I am. So if someone isn't into women with tattoos, then that would be a no, you know?
Absolutely.
No.
Absolutely. So I'll say put it there. But also put a picture of you in a more formal way.
Mm-hmm.
You don't put yourself in a box.
Right.
You
Okay.
know, just unless you are in a box. If you are in a box, by any means. But if you don't want to be put in a box, I would say, portray yourself showing your different facets. Like if it were me, I would post a picture of me with a sports bra, shorts, and running shoes, because that's the way I run. Authentically, I live in Las Vegas, Nevada, where 8 months out of the year is 100 degrees or above, and I run with sports bras, shorts, and running shoes. So I'm good. And I have a great relationship with my body. I don't identify myself with my body. My identity is not how I look like. My identity is who I am.
Mm-hmm.
I am very clear on that. So worst case scenario, let's say I attract a guy that only contacts me because he wants to have sex with me. He sees me as a sexual object. I have good boundaries and a healthy self-esteem where I'll be able to handle the situation.
Mm-hmm.
You see? So it depends on who you are and how you want to portray yourself. But I will also post a picture of myself wearing a dress,
Mm-hmm.
probably a long dress, because I like the long flowy dresses. And I will also post a picture of myself from the knees up, with covered with clothing.
Mm-hmm.
So just because that's who I am. So you have to be authentic. It's really important, because otherwise you're not going to be attracting somebody that is perfect for you. Okay.
Right. Exactly.
So how did you get along with with yesterday's class? Did you like, once we were done, did you feel good?
Yeah, definitely. I felt really good. I had chills, and I was gonna email you, and I didn't. I didn't send it, but yeah, I just was saying I felt so good, and like jazz, open,
Good.
and I actually sent you my love anthem.
You did? Okay, I didn't
Mhm.
get it yet. I'm gonna look.
Yeah, I
Hey,
sent it right before the meeting. Yeah.
oh, okay. When is today your a speed dating event?
Yes, tonight. Yep.
Oh, what are you gonna be wearing? Do you have an outfit or something?
Uh, yeah, I haven't figured it out yet.
You can't get it.
I was just trying to figure out where it was going to be in my house because it's like my area. I was going to sit in the office at my desk, but the other room, it gets loud when the TV's on. So I think I'm just going to hang. Like right now, I'm sitting on my bed and I have my I'm sitting cross-legged. So maybe that's just going to be, where I'll be the most comfortable. But I'm probably going to wear an orange top, and
Nice.
I'm going to put makeup on and earrings and have my rings on. So
Oh, I
maybe
am
I'll light a
so
candle.
excited for you. I am so excited for you. So do you mind if
Thank
we
you.
create an intention for you to make sure you have a good time no matter what?
Sure.
So what would you like to practice during your dating, speed dating tonight.
Oh, let's
What
see.
would
Do you
you
want to
like
hear, do you want to hear my anthem? Do
What's that?
you want to hear my anthem?
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
let's see. Okay. I am an irresistible, confident, radiant feminine woman. I believe I am deeply valued and a playful, loyal, and trustworthy partner to my masculine. On the dating apps and in real life, I experience dating as an easy, fun, and growth-oriented process, and I attract masculine men who are ready to take the lead in a relationship and treat me like the unapologetically delicious goddess that I am.
I
20
love it.
Thank you. Thank you. 2024 is the year I attract the one. He is looking for me, and I will make it easy for him to find me.
That's awesome. Wow, I got goosebumps. That's
Oh,
great.
thank
So
you.
that's it. Just practice that. Have an
Mhm.
intention that as long as you practice that, high intention of embodying that, using it as a practice, and low attachment to the result. Okay?
No
So
attachment to yeah, exactly.
no attachment to the result, because you don't
Mhm.
know who God will put in front of you today. They could put the one or could put a boring guy, who knows? But you have control over your inner life. And it's
Mhm.
practice. If you keep showing up in that way, it's going to be a matter of time. But we have to
Exactly.
show up. I'm so excited for you. And
Thank you.
you have the whole weekend to, I'm going to send the email with the notes. So you have the whole weekend to, did you say you have a dating app already? I can't remember, sorry.
Oh no, I haven't. I haven't. Well, you said Hinge is for like under 40. Is that a thing or?
You know what? Honestly, I
Yeah.
think all apps are the same.
Oh, okay.
They're all good. But I do believe in the paying part, in the investing. That's
Yeah,
my
of course.
that I
Yeah.
do. But
I was reading. Oh.
what the statistic says is that
Mhm.
Hinge seems to attract, be good for women under 20s and 30s. But there are women under 60s that have met the guy on Hinge. So, you never know. But
Okay.
Match is very well known for attracting men that are more professional, more for 40, 50 and above. So that's
Which
what
one?
Match.
Oh, Match. Okay.
Yes. And Match is similar to eHarmony. The only difference, and it's the difference I already mentioned you, that eHarmony, the process is more, you have to go through the test and all that. It's more expensive. It used to be, I don't know now, being honest. And
Mhm.
and you can't really see the matches. They match you. The algorithm matches you. So,
Right. That's right. That's right. And yeah, and you said it's really in-depth process and it's
yeah,
more expensive, but then your profile doesn't go to everyone, just the men that the algorithm hooks you
right,
up with. Yeah.
right. So that's what I use.
Mhm.
200 guys that I went on first dates with were, besides the ones I met in real life, because that's something I didn't talk. The fact that you are going to be on a dating app doesn't mean that you won't be open in real life. It's
Right.
still, the statistics says that the number one way in 2003, the number one way that couples were made was through family and friends were introduced. So it's
Mm.
still now dating apps, it's right there under.
Right, right.
Like dating apps used to be like very low. Work used to be the second one. Now is family and friends, and dating apps very close. So I usually tell my clients to, and this is something that, I know it's hard, but again, we are doing the hard thing now, so we don't have to do it forever. We
Mhm.
focus on this one period of time, and that's it. then the only thing you're gonna do is to miss these times because you're gonna be like, I miss going on all those dates and getting all these guys telling me how pretty I was and opening doors for me. And now this guy is the only one filling my cup. And I miss those times. It was fun. I ate so much, you have no idea. Oh my God, I ate so much cake. I used to go to this European bakery, and anyway, I digress. But you'll miss these times, and so enjoy them.
Okay.
But what I was telling you, tell your family and friends, hey, I'm really 2024. I really want to meet. I'm putting out the intention that I am meeting my next partner for life, and this you can tell them. The statistics say that still the number one way to meet the one is through family and friends. So if you know of anybody that you really think, because you know me, so kind of tell them that you trust them, that is a good match. I'm up to a blind date
Mm.
and go on blind dates.
Right.
Just practice. It's an opportunity for you to, and we will talk more about this in next week, but it's an opportunity for you to, to be pretty, to smell good, to dress up, to enjoy some different food that you wouldn't. I'm telling you, I experience all kinds of cuisines and I don't now. My husband is vegetarian, so there are a lot of restaurants that we don't go. So,
Oh, yeah.
I'm telling you, I vicariously live through you.
That's funny. Yeah. I was vegetarian for a long time and now I eat steak. So now it's open to,
Good.
non-vegan men. Yeah.
Good. That's good. That opens up a
Yeah.
lot of doors for you.
Can you eat steak in front of him or no?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, he's amazing.
Oh, good.
He's amazing. Yeah. Took me a long time, but finally, yeah, he's
200 dates, you said, right?
yeah. And I married him when I was 40 already. No, yeah, I was almost 40. Yeah. So, and he
Oh,
was
that's wonderful.
40, 45? He was my second marriage, my second husband, but I am his first wife. So, yeah, he's,
Nice.
and let me tell you something. If it weren't for all the work I did, I would have never, ever paid attention to him.
Mm.
I would have never even noticed him in that way because he wasn't my type at all. At all. But because I did all the work on myself and I knew what was important to me, I was open. It just takes to be open. To be open and to get to know them and without, thinking if he's the one. If he's the one, he's going to be the one. You cannot mess up a good thing. But trying to figure it out on the first 2-3 months, if he's the one, can mess it up. I don't know if that makes sense.
It does. Because it puts so much pressure, right?
So much pressure.
Yeah.
Okay, sweetie pie, it has been a long session, gosh. But I hope it helps you. I'm
It
having
did.
a lot of time getting to know you and doing this. So if anything, we got to know each other.
Exactly. Yeah, and you might want to just mention that, like, if they can't get through on Monday, go back to the first day because that's what I did and that's how I got to reach you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I may just create a brand new link for every day just to make sure.
Yeah, it's probably a good
I'll
idea.
do that.
Yeah.
I have the whole weekend to get on board with that. So
There you go.
So let's keep in touch, okay? And have fun.
Absolutely.
I can't wait to hear.
Bye.
If you want to send me an
Thanks.
email telling me, I will super appreciate that.
Of course. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And I still have, that anthem. You should
Yes.
have received it because I sent
Okay.
it before the meeting. So,
Awesome. Thank you.
okay.
You're
You're
welcome.
welcome.
Bye.
Bye.